Hello, my name is Raymond Karchevsky. I am a living Christ. I am also anathema to the civilized world, the fictional world of opposition, of division, of conflict, of hell. Yes, I am speaking to each and every one of you who believe yourselves to be fictional persons by your own consent. You are completely oblivious to what life is all about. It's a bold statement to make. I understand that. I understand it will raise a lot of hackles out there. You see, I speak to egos, satanic egos, fictional thoughts held in the intellects of conditioned human beings, living men and women who accept the mantle of that of a fictional person imposed upon them by a fictional thought that they hold in their own conscious mind, their own conditionable intellect. I'm in your world. I'm speaking to you right now. You see an image of a man on your screen speaking to you. That's a fiction of your mind. I am much more than this body, this material body, this carnal body. I am much more than this mind, this computer-like instrument, material instrument, because it operates the functioning of the material body and the perspectives of the material world projected by you, the One, the Creator, the God. Bold words. But words are necessary for me to communicate with each and every one of you at your debased level of intellect. You hear words. Those words have been conditioned into you by repetition. They are mere representations of that which is. A fictional characterization of an otherwise undefined, unknown energy, making itself known into the conscious mind of the satanic-ruled fictional intellect. Your world, your fictional world, based in birth, life, and death. All fictions, all images that exist in your mind, and they represent to you your life. And you live that life. You don't understand it. You are besought with endless, conflicting ideas that also have been conditioned into you through your beliefs. Beliefs are nothing more than representations of that which is, and none of you are in direct contact with that which is. How do I know that? I am proof of that. You don't know what to make of me. I offend you. But what have I done to offend you? I've spoken to you. I utilize the method of speaking to no one in particular, but I speak to the winds, and the winds carry my words out to all who can understand them, or lacking that understanding, they are insulted by them. That is the proof of their ignorance, your ignorance, your conditioned, civilized, personal ignorance. You had to be taught to be who you are as an ego. It's all learned processes of the intellect. For the ego does not exist in the subconscious mind, the true mind of the creator, of the what is, of truth. You have been lured away through knowledge, the tree of the knowledge of a dualistic good and evil. That's your world. That's the civilized world. That's all you know. And you learn that. You were taught that as concepts, as ideas, in words. All fictions. Every bit of it is a fiction. Words are fictions. Ideas are fictions. But they create a fictional world. That is the world of civilized society. You see, you are the creator of your world, and therefore you are responsible for the quality of that life. If you're poor, you're just working out your ignorance. If you're rich, you also are working out your ignorance. For they are merely thoughts that you hold that have been created in a fictional world that appears to be actual. It's only actual to the perceiving mind. But that's all projected ideation, the images, conjured up in response to words, in response to conditioning, satanic conditioning. What do I mean by that? You live in a dualistic world, a world of opposites, a world of confusion, a world of conflict, violence, confusion, insanity. And you work around that and try to make some sense of it. You call that sanity, when actually you are insane because you are in constant opposition with what you perceive. What are the symptoms of that? Contradiction. What's another word for contradiction? In the religious mind, it's sin. For sin is nothing more than a contradiction in essence. And when you believe that man is born in sin, You believe that he is born to this intellectual world of division, of conflict, of contradiction. And you make it so. You create that world of contradiction in your own intellect. That for you is life. And damn near all of you are lost. Your children looking for direction, looking for someone to do your thinking for you, someone to take responsibility for your actions, because you refuse to grow up spiritually, to become whole, to become one in your subconscious mind, to become the creator, the God responsible for your actions. That's who you are. And there is your struggle. That's why you're here on earth. You are the creator of all that is. You're God. Oh, you pray to God, but that's a word. You understand? That word has been conditioned into you through religious teachers. You're ruled by satanic religious teachers and religious political leaders. Look at what they have brought you. Look at the world. Look at history. And you will understand who anyone who claims to be a leader, but they require the lead for them to be a leader. That's dualism. That's contradiction. That's division. That's violence. You will note that I do not participate in your hell actively. I merely mirror the hell that are the attacks against this living Christ. Otherwise, I speak to you via videos or via my writings. I communicate in a non-dualistic manner. I speak from the what is, from truth, from life, from the way. I do not dabble in contradictory methods of pandering to you, of telling you how wonderful you are, soft-soaping you so that you may listen to me. I merely speak truth, and I speak it to the winds, and I speak it through the medium of this video and other videos, some more than 600 videos that I have made in the past 25 years. Am I accepted? No. I'm rejected wildly because you prefer to live your fictional lives. Oh, you are in pain, you suffer, you're confused, but you call it normal because you look around and everybody else is doing the same thing as you, or apparently the same thing. I say apparent because it's all a fiction, the conjuration of your own intellectual, dualistic mind. You create your own fictional world. You call that your life. And then you proceed to blame everyone else for the quality of your life. Everyone but yourself. For you are the creator of your life. You pray to God. But you are that God. You are responsible But you can't take responsibility in a dualistic intellect because you're divided, you're confused. So you must apply your God to the dualistic side, and therefore you create the word God and you apply definitions. But even those definitions are in conflict, are they not? Depending upon what religion, what thought process you belong to. I accept the fact that I'm in this carnal, material body, and therefore accept the consequences of that state of being. You will notice that through the years my speech has changed. It's changed radically in the last 4 months. Why? Because I experienced a material stroke. I'm subject to the same kinds of factors that all of you are. But that's a fiction. And it applies to the fictional body and the fictional mind only. It doesn't touch this holistic spirit, this God. Yes, I'm God, but I'm God of my own life. I am not your God. I am not the God of your life. You are. But you don't understand that yet. And you deprive yourself of the opportunity to understand that holistic side of you. Even my words are in conflict. Holistic side. When side is created, dualism is created. But I can't speak to you any other way but to use dualistic language that you can understand. I've spoken to you now for 2 decades and haven't gotten through because of the ignoramuses out there who hold tenuously onto their trained ignorance, their stupidity with the wars, with the killing, with the arguments, with the drugs, with the escapes. All illusion. You all live in an illusory world, and you're here on earth to understand that and free yourselves. And that's why I'm here also, to show you that it's possible. For I am a Christ. I am the truth. I am the light. I am the way. But that can't be understood by you, because you're reacting to an image that you're seeing on a screen, on a computer. You know what that is, but you don't know it's a fiction. Only an idea that you hold in your own intellectual, satanically ruled mind. You're much more than that. But no one can give it to you. I can't give it to you. I will not give it to you. I will point the way. I will allow you to do what you're going to do with the message of this living Christ. But if you look around, if you have the courage to expose yourself to a true Christ, a simple man of truth, you will discover the Christ that is within you. For Christ is not a person. All persons are satanic because they're fictions created by the fictional thought of government. It creates a word, defines that word, and declares you to be subject, enslaved to that word. That's what man's law is. Satanic law. God's law, non-dualistic truth, is very simple. Just be. Do no harm, because there's no one to harm in a non-dualistic consciousness, a subconscious mind. Tell no lies. You can't tell a lie in a non-dualistic environment. Subconscious mind. Understand? Now, that's what your law is. The law of God, the law of oneness, the law of love. And if you live in that non-dualistic subconscious in balance with the satanically ruled conscious dualistic intellect, you are a Christ. That's my purpose in speaking to you. Not dualistically. I will not participate in your hell. This living Christ, this non-dualistic energy of what is, of truth, the simple man of truth, is in the world of hell as a man. But certainly, he is not of it. It cannot be said that the power of Satan, of dualistic thought, has any power over this living Christ. I have proven this in the so-called civilized courts of this world. They're all satanic courts, presided over by satanic judges, merely mortal men, fictional persons, holding authority over other fictional persons. Do not throw the baby out with the bathwater, because this living man, personified on the screen, your computer screen, suffered a stroke, affecting his speech, affecting his appearance. You can go back and examine the energy of this Christ before the stroke occurred. The only thing affected by the stroke are the material aspects of this carnal body and mind. Wake the hell up and understand who you are. For I, in my non-dualistic subconscious mind, am you. And you, when you come to that point beyond the intellect, where all there is what is, will understand what I have just said. Till then, you will suffer.